Apparently we're live. Welcome one and all. I hope you're having a great day. I am having a wonderful day because I'm about to dive back in. Stop that. About to dive back into Assassin's Creed 1. And I haven't played it since 2018 when I last did my story video of it. And the reason I'm starting from here is I want to go through the games again. I was going to do it by myself, but I thought I may as well stream. I may as well go through, talk about all the lore, remind myself of things, because it is a complex, deep and varied story with much minutiae for me to forget about. So considering it has been 6 years, nearly 6 years since I've last played this, I thought it would be a good time to dip back into it. I actually did a critique of it, which I've since taken off the channel. And I said in that I would never play Assassin's Creed 1 again because it's a wonderful story, wonderful lore, but the repetition of the missions. It was a pioneer for what came afterwards, and it produced a franchise, but it was basically a concept game. And a lot of it felt very, very undeveloped. So we're going to experience that, but we're also going to experience the setup of this amazing lore and story. So we'll start that in a minute. But first of all, how is the music background noise to my mic? If you can tell me, that'd be great. I've been trying to set a happy medium, but it's different to what I was experiencing on Grand Theft Auto 3, which I live streamed recently on the channel. So I had to dip this a little bit. If it's gone too much, let me know. But it'd be great to interact with you guys as we go, for you to add your knowledge and your opinion of different narrative strands and things like that, and your theories and everything like that. I want to really sort of deep dive into the game, deep dive into the world, and produce an immersive playthrough that hopefully people can really enjoy and really get value of and get connected to the game again. That's my aim. So welcome to the stream, Homie Mouse, Zach G, Leonardo, Coco Bob. Let's go. I've just purchased this on Xbox because it's not on PS5, and so it's $10, very cheap. And I've just tested it out to look at the audio, but I haven't touched this in a long time. Leonardo's going to update me to see if the audio continues to be okay. It's okay at the moment. Okay, everyone, settle in, zone out of the world, get your headphones on if you have them, dip your lights if you have them, and let's discover and rediscover the world of Assassin's Creed. We are in the Animus. With some rather...
I applied my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly. I perceived that this also was a chasing after wind. For in much wisdom is much grief. And he that increaseth knowledge, increaseth sorrow.
That's a very strange start.
Got a problem.
I take it that's Al Mualim.
I can't anchor him to the memory. Too much psychological trauma. He's rejecting the treatment, retreating.
Desmond, I need you to try and relax.
Let me try and stabilize.
Oh,
Focus.
it's those lunatics.
Listen to the sound of my voice. Recognize that what you're seeing isn't real. Just a picture of the past. It can't hurt you.
Damn it. It's not working.
Give it a moment, Miss Stillman. He'll adjust. The first time is never easy.
We're losing him.
That's enough, Miss Stillman.
We need to pull him out. Now.
The Animus is not going well.
Right, Desmond. We're going to try and bring you out now.
I hate those guys. Okay, Lucy Stillman, Warren Vidic, and we are Desmond in the Animus.
I told you he'd be fine.
Bastards!
Now, I just saved your life.
Saved my life? You kidnapped me. You strapped me into that thing.
Animus. It's an animus.
I don't even know you people. Why are you doing this to me?
You have information we need, Mr. Miles.
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sakes. What do you want me to do? Teach you how to mix a martini?
We know who you are, what you are.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play coy with me. There isn't time. You're an assassin. And whether you realize it or not, you've got something that my employers want. Locked away in that head of yours.
But I'm not an assassin. Not anymore.
Yes, your file indicated as much. Something about an escape. Most fortunate for us.
What do you want from me?
For you to do as you're told. The Animus will allow us to locate what we need. Once we have it, you'll be free to go.
I am not going back in there.
Then we'll induce a coma and continue our work. When we're done, you'll be left to die. Truth be told, the only reason you're still conscious is because this approach saves us time.
You're insane.
So what is it, Mr. Miles? Live or die? Lie down.
We have a choice to lie down. We have a choice to live or die. We have been sent here against our will
Down, please.
into a laboratory situation in a machine. We haven't got a bloody clue what's going on. We've been stuffed in
I need you
it.
to lie down, Desmond.
We've been stuffed in it, and it was weird. There was ladies
down.
without
We'll
faces,
take care of the rest.
conflicting inputs, audio inputs.
Lie down, Desmond.
Okay, Lucy. We will lie down.
Lie down, please.
But Desmond is experiencing the worst moment of his existence.
I need you.
All right, Lucy.
A wise decision.
Whoa. Where am I?
You're inside the Animus.
Which is...
It's a projector that renders genetic memories in 3 dimensions.
genetic memory.
Seems you'll need a bit of a tutorial. Very well. We'll start simple. What is a memory, Mr. Miles?
It's the recollection of a past event.
Specific to the individual remembering the event.
Yeah, sure.
What if I told you that the human body not only housed an individual's memory, but the memories of his ancestors as well? Genetic memory, if you will. Migration, hibernation, reproduction. How do animals know when and where to go? What to do?
That's just animal instinct.
Now you're arguing semantics, Mr. Miles. Whatever you call it, the fact remains. These creatures hold knowledge absent the requisite first-hand experience. I've spent the past 30 years trying to understand why. I discovered something most fascinating. Our DNA functions as an archive. It contains not only genetic instructions passed down from previous generations, but memories as well. The memories of our ancestors.
And the Animus lets you decode and read these DNA files.
Precisely.
But there's a problem. This is the specific memory we're trying to access. Unfortunately, when we try and open the memory, your mind withdraws. You lack the confidence to step into your ancestor's body. That's what happened earlier. You got knocked out of the target memory and pushed back to a more stable state.
Why?
It's your subconscious. It's resisting. We've found similar reactions among patients who undergo hypnosis to relive traumatic events. They can't jump directly into the specific memory. They need to be eased in. Even then, there can be problems.
So how do we fix it?
We find a memory you can synchronize with, and we move forward from there. You'll get used to it. This is the closest we can get.
So it's where we'll have to start.
I'm uploading the tutorial program now.
Okay, they're good enough to put us through our paces first before sending us deep into our ancestral memories.
Warning. Data stream unstable. Attempting to restore synchronization.
So,
Subject 17. This tutorial has been prepared in order to better acclimate you to the Animus's control system. Instructions will follow shortly.
so Desmond is acutely aware.
The synchronization bar represents how in sync you are with your ancestors' memories.
Trying to
If
find
you
a
ever
space.
fall completely out of sync, the Animus will restore you to your last synchronized
To
position.
recap.
You are currently dangerously close to desynchronization. Please follow all forthcoming instructions in order to restore system stability. The Animus utilizes a puppeteering concept to
Head,
control the
empty
actions
hand,
of your
armed hand,
ancestor.
legs.
I'm loading subroutines to validate your body's adaptation to the Animus. We will begin by exploring the default actions of each input.
So that puppeteering system made a lot of sense back in the day.
While standing still, use the head button to observe your environment.
It's changed incrementally over the years, but if the triangle on your D-pad is the body, I'm looking at, the triangle on the controller. I've got Xbox here at the moment. So it's Y for the head, A for the feet, and X and B for the hands. And it made perfect sense. And it's changed since then. I don't know if it's changed for the better either.
Good.
Good.
Empty hand to walk through these jar carriers without causing them to drop what they're holding. Proceed to the marker to continue the synchronization process.
And of course, the social stealth was really great. They kind of nailed a lot of that straight away, and some of that was stripped. But yeah, so Desmond is acutely aware that this is his ancestor. This is who he's descended from. He doesn't know who he is, doesn't quite know where he is, and he is a man in flux at the moment. He's been grabbed brutally to come and help these unknown scientists in an unknown laboratory, and he's there against his will. And then thrust into this weird machine where you can live another life. Right, let's go through these potted ladies. Touching them on the back, on the armpits, anywhere to just slide through fluidly. Oh, this lady's a bit obstinate. And then into the marker.
Well done. The Animus differentiates between two fundamental actions: low profile and high profile. Low profile actions are socially acceptable. High profile actions are more action oriented. Hold the high profile button to see how your heads up display changes the context of the puppeteering inputs.
Okay, so at the moment it's vision, punch, gentle push and blend. Punch stays the same, but it then changes.
We will continue your synchronization process by testing some high-profile actions. Grab and throw this individual onto the marker by using the empty hand button in high profile.
Okay, so we've got to throw him backwards onto the marker. So RT and B to grab. This is useful. Get in there.
Good. Using your legs button in high profile will allow you to sprint. Sprinting is useful to escape from soldiers or to get closer to a fleeing target. However, be careful not to bump into anyone, for you can lose your balance and tumble to the ground. While sprinting, reach the marker before this man does.
Okay. See you, mate.
Well done. The Animus will also provide other important information. The social status icon gives you information on your social status. The different states will be explained in context soon. This icon appears when a soldier is looking at you. The yellow color means the soldier is either unaware or suspicious of who you are. To illustrate the change in awareness level, you will stealth assassinate this soldier. First, lock onto your target.
Locking on.
Now, select your hidden blade.
Upwards on the D-pad.
With your blade selected, walk up to the soldier and assassinate him by using your armed hand button.
That'll do it. That's our first, in this playthrough, that is our first assassination.
Who's responsible for this?
Slowly synchronizing here. Each little tutorial is adding synchronization for us.
His awareness to informed, as represented by the red witness indicator. Aggressive actions or socially unacceptable behavior undertaken at this time will likely provoke an armed response. Provoke this soldier.
I provoked him by running.
The status icon has changed to exposed. Use the ladder and try to break the line of sight.
I'll get you!
Very useful to remember all this.
Excellent. The line of sight has been broken. Now run into the roof garden to hide from the soldier. Good. Your social status indicates that you are hidden, but the soldier is still looking for you. Wait until your social status changes again.
This is pointless.
Off you go, mate. We're in our
Well done.
roof garden.
The soldier has lost your track. You are now anonymous, and you can exit the hide spot. Excellent. Being anonymous will fill your synchronization bar and make your job as an assassin easier. There are different places which you can use to hide. However, you must always break the line of sight first, and then use a hide spot to vanish.
This is the 101 of Assassin's Creed. A lot of this has not changed. The concept of breaking line of sight, finding a place to hide. It's not changed.
Let us continue with a demonstration of Blend. Blend can be activated with the passive use of your legs. You can mimic a scholar and pass near soldiers without arousing suspicion. Use this to reach the marker behind the soldiers.
So we're trying to sort of mimic being a scholar here. We're not an assassin. We're a kind of monk type figure.
Good. Now that you are fully synced, a new ability is available to you. Referred to as Eagle Vision, this sixth sense helped your ancestor understand the intentions of people around him.
So press Y while still standing. Okay,
Well
what do we
done.
got? So white, information. Yellow, assassination. Soldiers. And one that I didn't read in time.
Remember, Eagle Vision will only be available once you are fully synced. Please note that following the Assassin's Creed, your ancestors' way of life will assist you with staying in sync. The creed consists of 3 tenets. First, never hurt an innocent person. Second, always be discreet. Third, do not compromise the clan. Should you lose sync, you can restore synchronization by reliving key moments of your ancestor's life, or by respecting the creed.
So,
You have successfully
morality
completed the
system.
tutorial. The most stable memory block will now be loaded.
We get a little achievement. Welcome to the Animus. Well, that is a rude awakening into the
Wait,
Animus.
There must be another way. This one need not die.
Oh, he's breaking the tenets already.
An excellent kill. Fortune favors your blade.
Not fortune, skill. Watch a while longer and you might learn something.
Indeed. He'll teach you how to disregard everything the Masters taught us.
And how would you have done it?
I would not have drawn attention to us. I would not have taken the life of an innocent. What I would have done is follow the creed.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Understand these words. It matters not how we complete our task, only that it's done.
But this is not the way of...
My way is better.
I will scout ahead. Try not to dishonor us further.
What is our mission? My brother would say nothing to me. Only that I should be honored to have been invited.
The Master believes the Templars have found something beneath the Temple Mount.
Treasure?
I do not know. All that matters is the Master considers it important. Else he would not have asked me to retrieve it.
Right, I've forgotten the name of that guy who is standing up. He's taken offence to the way we operate, but this guy's more of a sycophant. He's very, very impressed with us. And we're on a mission here to retrieve an artifact for Al-Mualim. I can't remember the name of the guy. I'm sure I will in a minute. Okay. Okay, lock on the target. Hidden blade up. And a low profile kill. Now that's a good kill. That's within the tenets because he is a Templar soldier. He's a crusader.
There. That must be the Ark.
The Ark of the Covenant?
Don't be silly. There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
Quiet. Someone's coming.
I want us through this gate before sunrise.
Robert de Sabre.
The sooner we possess it, the sooner we can turn our attention to those jackals at Masyaf.
Robert de Sabre. His life is mine.
No. We were asked to retrieve the treasure and deal with Robert only if necessary.
He stands between us and it. I'd say it's necessary.
Discretion, Altair.
You mean cowardice. That man is our greatest enemy, and here we have a chance to be rid of him.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed. Now you would break the 3rd. Do not compromise the Brotherhood.
I am your superior, in both title and ability. You should know better than to question me.
So quite immediately, if you play this for the first time, you're not sure if he's a decent bloke or not. He's very, very arrogant, and he's going against what they are taught, these specific tenets in their creed, and he has just completely ignored them in order to get that for Al-Mualim. That's his main purpose, and he's flouting everything.
Hold, Templars! You are not the only ones with business here.
Well, this explains my missing man. And what is it you want?
We want to kill you, but we're not sure we've got the skills.
You know not the things in which you meddle, assassin. I spare you only that you may return to your master and deliver a message. The Holy Land is lost to him and his. He should flee now while he has the chance. Stay, and all of you will die.
Men, to arms! Kill the assassins!
Okay, they're in all sorts of trouble in there. We can't get back in. We've been spared. We've got to go and tell Al-Mualim, who Robert de Sabre seems to hate with a passion. His kind of his mission is to eradicate the assassins at Masyaf. That's his aim. I don't know whether that's a given order or that's something that he's championing, but we can't get back in there. We can't help our brethren. We put them into that situation. We haven't got the artifact. We've got to go home to Al Mulim with our tail between our legs. And it's showing us this sticks around for a while, this sort of elevating itself above an area in which you can find a route round. I'm going to go this way. It's not naturally which way I'd go, but I saw this here. Oh, can't get up there. Now, that's it. This is one I always fail to do, and it's the sort of wall jump. And it's really quite useful. And it's something I always struggled with, but it's come back again. Sort of jump off the wall to the left and you get a bit more elevation. Well, that's the start, folks. It's you have to go quite a long way through a tutorial before you get into the main game, and then you've got quite significant cinematic scenes setting it up. It does take a while to get into it, but welcome everyone to the chat. I've been seeing you all roll in. It's great to see you. Dal, Miguel, Bill, Sky, Jethro. Welcome everyone. Yes, so feel free to interject with your memories, your lore tidbits, your remembrances of things, and you can help me as well, because it's been a while since I've played it. But I'm looking forward to discovering this again. Yeah, the climbing got a lot more fluid as time went on.
Skipping part of memory to a more recent one.
So I'm not sure whether it was that Jerusalem we were just in? I'm not sure.
Altair, you've returned.
Raouf.
It is good to see you unharmed. I trust your mission was a success.
Is the master in his tower?
Yes, buried in his books as always. No doubt he expects you.
My thanks, brother.
Safety and peace, Altair.
On you as well.
Okay, we're going to make our way up to Masyaf Castle there. I believe it's something that Al Mulim set up himself, but the Assassin Order is much older. We're in the 12th century, in Masyaf, in Syria, I believe. A part of Syria, and the assassins are known to be there. They don't hide in the shadows here. They're in plain sight in their home here. Everyone knows how to get at them, and the marketplaces and villagers, they sort of surround it as its base, feeling safety, maybe feeling overlooked, intimidated. We're not sure how they feel about living next to such a powerful organisation, but they're here nonetheless, and the assassins are down here mixing with them, either in a sort of guarding capacity or just they're there. I'm not sure how much they feel oppressed or controlled. No idea. This game is careful to not make things too binary, good and evil, black and white. So not everyone's happy with the regime, the side of the regime we find ourselves on. So we've got to be aware of that, and the game makes us aware of that.
Such a strange man.
Okay, we can enjoy our first leap of faith as well if we want. Let's just have a look round here. Pretty impressive. So we're rocking 60 frames here on the Xbox 360 version. They've upscaled it, upgraded it. So it's going to be smooth as silk. Let's try this leap of faith. Oh, that's more than satisfying. And that doesn't change. 1 iota. They nailed that first time. Okay, we'll snake round to face the music. So we can tackle while we're running. We can sprint. Very imposing. Yeah, VM Windustries, hit the like button, help this guy out. Never a truer word said. If you're watching, just tickle that button for me. So these are all friends. Friends of the Order. They won't blink as we come up. We're I think we're a master assassin. We've been in the Order since we were a child. And we've been singled out as having very, very special skills in comparison to the rest. And that singling out, that kind of arm around the shoulder from Al-Mualim has been noticed by everyone. So there are those that are jealous. And there are those that are annoyed with Altair for his arrogance, clear arrogance. And he thinks the rules don't apply to him.
Ah, he returns at last.
Abbas.
Where are the others? Did you ride ahead hoping to be the first one back? I know you are loath to share the glory. Silence is just another form of assent.
Have you nothing better to do?
I bring word from the Master. He waits for you in the library. Best hurry. No doubt you're eager to put your tongue to his boot.
Another word and I'll put my blade to your throat.
There'll be plenty of time for that later.
So there's Abbas. So I believe, and I think I'm right in saying, Abbas turns up in future games as a significant thorn in the side for Altair. I believe it's Abbas. Here we've got the training circle. And the villagers look to be either sort of employed, helping out, or free to come in and out of the kind of courtyard area. There's training dummies over here. And we can't do any kind of attacking around here. It's not allowed. So we can't practice that until we're in the training square, training circle. Okay.
It is an honor.
I would say the honour's mine, but that's not something Altair would say. He'd probably sneer at his brothers as you walk past.
The master waits within.
Definitely thinks his shit don't stink. So the master and his libraries and his books and his quarters are on this mezzanine level. This is all him.
Altair,
Master.
come forward. Tell me of your mission. I trust you have recovered the Templar's treasure.
There was some trouble, Master. Robert de Sable was not alone.
When does our work ever go as expected? It's our ability to adapt that makes us who we are.
This time it was not enough.
What do you mean?
I have failed you.
The treasure?
Lost to us.
And Robert?
Escaped.
I send you, my best man, to complete a mission more important than any that has come before. And you return to me with nothing but apologies and excuses.
I did.
Do not speak! Not another word! This is not what I expected. We'll need to mount another force.
I swear to you I'll find him. I'll go in.
No! You'll do nothing. You've done enough. Where are Malik and Kadar?
Malik.
Dead.
No! Not dead.
Malik?
I still live at least.
And your brother?
Gone. Because of you!
Robert threw me from the room. There was no way back. Nothing I could do.
Because you would not heed my warning! All of this could have been avoided! And my brother would still be alive! Your arrogance nearly cost us victory today.
Nearly?
I've what your favored failed to find. Here, take it. Though it seems I've returned with more than just their treasure.
Master, we are under attack. Robert de Sable lays siege to Masyaf's village.
So he seeks a battle. Very well. I'll not deny him. Go. Inform the others. The fortress must be prepared. As for you, Altair, our discussion will have to wait. You must make for the village. Destroy these invaders. Drive them from our home.
It will be done.
So Al-Mualim's got the full picture. Malik has survived, minus a limb. And, are we coming out this way? And his brother Kadar is dead, so he's furious.
Altair, it's good you've come. We need your help.
What's happened?
Templars. They attacked the village. Most of our people were able to get away. Most, but not all.
What do you need me to do?
Distract the Templars. Keep them occupied while I rescue those still trapped inside.
As you wish.
Okay. So we've got to go and fight now. We've got sword, we've got throwing knives, we've got hidden blade. But I think we're going to need our sword. And I'm going to be reminded of how very difficult the combat can be. Up, down, there we go, we're on the sword. Injured. There they are. Fighting.
Assassin! Move, damn it!
Press LT to enter and exit fight mode. Okay. Press X to attack. Hold RT to... Okay. So it's a bit of jousting. God, there's a lot to remember. I don't remember any of that. So RT to be defensive. That's what I'm doing. Ah, there we go. Here we go. There we go. Got to wait for the counter. Got to wait for the counter. Let's try dodge. Let's try dodge. There we go. Okay. It's all about the counter. It's just waiting for them to fight. You can either bash them incessantly, Or just hold your ground?
Come back here!
Okay. Oh, he was tired. You could tell. He was cowering. He was waiting. Right, I'm trying to dodge here. Okay, you got dodges quite early. Right, all the villages, so they're protecting the villages, so they rely on that. The city walls. Oh. I felt that got through my guards. That was just kind of a heavy hit, that one. Boom. Okay, I'm ignoring that fight over there. Okay. Yeah, that's a long drawn out affair.
Break off the attack and return to Masyaf! Al-Mu'allim commands it!
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Right. The village is relatively secure. Or at least the castle is. That's right. So they've had them retreat back into the castle, into the safety of the walls, because the Templars, Robert de Saab, is attacking as he promised. Back where we were, which I think was Jerusalem. So Malik came back with the artifact.
Altair, come. Al-Mu'allim's not done with us yet.
Where are we going?
Up there. We've a surprise plan for our guests. Just do as I do. It should become clear soon enough.
Okay, let's make our way up here. Sashwood says, love it. Thank you so much for the Assassin's Creed videos. He watches it during sleep. That's not an uncommon comment for my videos.
Someone tell me why he's doing that.
WM Windustries remembers my Days Gone content. I'm so upset that game died on the vine. That was wonderful.
Over here, Altair.
Straight through here. I'll answer some more chat in a minute. I'm focusing on getting through this attack on the assassin castle.
Stand on that platform, Altair.
Okay. Now, let's head through here. So, in this kind of is reprised, this little area in Revelations in the opening cinematic, and it looks awesome. But we're to intimidate these guys about who we are as a creed.
Heretic! Return what you have stolen from me!
You've no claim to it, Robert. Take yourself from here before I'm forced to thin your ranks further.
You play a dangerous game!
I assure you, this is no game.
So be it! Bring forth the hostage!
That was abrupt.
Your village lays in ruins, and your stores are hardly endless. How long before your fortress crumbles from within? How disciplined will your men remain when the wells run dry and their food is gone?
My men do not fear death, Robert. They welcome it, and the rewards it brings.
Good. Then they shall have it all around.
Follow me, and do so without hesitation.
Show this fool knight what it is to have no fear. Go to God!
Press and hold RT and A to do a leap of faith. So I've read the Oliver Bowden books on this. This The Secret Crusade. It's been a while, but they just the way he describes in the book the leap of faith, this kind of letting go, is absolutely wonderful. I wish I could draw it from memory, but I can't now. But it's just giving yourself over to the world, hence the name Leap of Faith. And them being able to do it so naturally and land so beautifully in a haystack and not be harmed one iota. So we're going to descend here to our death by the viewpoint of Desab and his men. Oh, he didn't do so well.
Quiet, or the Templars will hear us.
Okay, so yeah, that was Al-Mualim's mindset, is to show them that assassins will do anything on his orders and are ruthless.
Go and release it. Rain death upon our enemies.
Okay, so we got to go and release this trap. Going down the zip line, across here, and release a trap set. Surely they should have posted someone, to be honest. Should have posted someone up there. Well, I thought it was a zip line, but no. Amazing structure, isn't it? Built into the mountain. I thought that Al-Mualim built this when he arrived in Masyaf. Masyaf wasn't this impressive. But this kind of structure must take decades. Climbing. Press and hold and navigate up this tower. We'll climb a few towers in the weeks ahead. Weeks and months ahead if I continue going through the games, which I'd like to. I'm not promising anything. I'm enjoying streaming. It gives me a break from the norm. It gives me a chance to catch up with you guys, and I will catch up with you in a bit. And any lore tidbits you have, there we go, that's what I just wanted to do. Any lore tidbits you have, please hand them over. Corrections as well. And anything I say that that doesn't sound right, do look it up and correct me. Because I haven't got all the answers. It's been a while. Here we go. Desab. It's a shame you're not in the firing line of this, but some of your men are.
You did well to drive Robert from here. His force is broken. It shall be a long while before he troubles us again. Tell me, do you know why it is you are successful? You listened. Were it that you'd listened in Solomon's temple, Altair, all of this would have been avoided.
I did as I was asked.
No, you did as you pleased. Malik has told me of the arrogance you displayed, your disregard for our ways.
What are you doing?
There are rules. We are nothing if we do not abide by the Assassin's creed. 3 simple tenets, which you seem to forget. I will remind you. First and foremost, stay your blade.
From the flesh of an innocent. I know.
And stay your tongue, unless I give you leave to use it. If you are so familiar with this tenet, then why did you kill the old man inside the temple? He was innocent. He did not need to die. Your insolence knows no bounds. Make humble your heart, child, or I swear I'll tear it from you with my own hands. The second tenet is that which gives us strength. Hide in plain sight. Let the people mask you such that you become one with the crowd. Do you remember? Because as I hear it, you chose to expose yourself, drawing attention before you'd struck. The third and final tenet. The worst of all your betrayals. Never compromise the Brotherhood. Its meaning should be obvious. Your actions must never bring harm upon us, direct or indirect. Yet your selfish act beneath Jerusalem placed us all in danger. Worse still, you brought the enemy to our home. Every man we've lost today was lost because of you. I am sorry. Truly I am. But I cannot abide a traitor.
I am not a traitor.
Your actions indicate otherwise. And so you leave me no choice. Peace be upon you, Altair.
He wasn't expecting that. He was expecting a dressing down, for sure, but he wasn't expecting a knife.
He's experiencing a far better adoption rate than the other subjects.
I'm still pulling him out. He's been in there way too long.
No, not yet. We're still so far from where we need to be.
We shouldn't risk it.
What's another hour or two?
Why don't we discuss this in the conference room? Give Desmond a minute to stretch his legs.
I really don't see the need.
Warren, please.
Fine.
Right, I think we can go and have a little listen to what they're talking about, to a degree. So let's make sure we don't miss that. I know we can't hear through there, but I think there's a vent in the bathroom in which we can do. So we'll go and listen to that. Here we are, Desmond Miles. Can't quite hear it. Oh, here we go.
I don't appreciate your questioning my authority in front of the prisoner. There's a word for that. I believe it's called insubordination.
And I don't appreciate you trying to kill him. There's a word for that, too. I believe it's called stupid.
Lucy, this isn't my decision. I don't set the deadlines. But I'm smart enough not to challenge them. Do you want to wind up like this?
I know the accident has everyone on edge.
Which is why there's no time to coddle him.
If you push him too hard, he'll shut down. And then we'll have nothing.
We have nothing now.
But we will. You just need to have a little faith.
Fine. But I want you thinking of ways to improve his staying power. We can't afford to stop every time the man breaks a sweat. It's bad enough we have to traipse through all of these useless memories.
I'll do what I can.
So Lucy's got a struggle on her hands because she's trying to protect our safety. You can't be in that Animus too long without the bleeding effect taking hold. That has happened before. We're subject 16, subject 17. Subject 16 has its own story with regard to the bleeding effect. So this version of the Animus is relatively new. They're going to develop it over time, but it's troublesome. And Warren Vidic is getting pretty annoyed that he can't just have these long sessions and we've got to have a break. He doesn't care about our well-being. He just cares about the information they need. That's why we're here. That's why they've snatched us from our... where did they snatch us from? Was it from New York? I can't remember where it was from. But we're in Rome at the moment, I believe. And we stay in here when it's our downtime, and we go in there when it's our time to shine in the Animus. Okay, so that was a whirlwind of an introduction into this game. There's a lot to take in for someone just starting that, and I know that I was overwhelmed when I first played it in 2007. So much so I kind of bounced off it after a while. So Miguel requests subtitles, and unfortunately this is the only game that does not have subtitles, which is confusing. Moon Prince asks whether I'll be continue GTA 3. I will do. Wednesday and Thursday this week we'll be carrying on with that. That's my plan at the moment. Right. And Leonardo asks, is there a way to contact privately? Hit me up in the email on my channel. There should be something called business email, or you can connect with me on Twitter. Okay. So, this is the room. Filled with server space to handle all the data that the Animus needs. The Animus itself is just a bench with these kind of circular discs on there that I imagine tap into the spine in some way. Throughout time and throughout this franchise, it develops, and it kind of, like with any technology, it simplifies and it decreases in size. Is that an ashtray? I don't think it's an ashtray. Oh, it's sellotape. He's got sellotape and he's got a stapler. And he's got his laptop. One we cannot access, I don't believe. And then there's some kind of intercom system on Warren Viddick's desk as well. Through the other side, into the other room, it's the conference room. And they're back.
We're done for today, Mr. Miles. I suggest you return to your room and get some rest.
Go on, let me in there. Go on. No. Okay, we're going to be requested to go and rest. So let's see if we can talk to them. I can't remember. Lucy? No, Warren's going out. Surely when he goes out, we've got a chance to speak.
So you're really an assassin? Like Altair?
Yes and no.
What do you mean?
I was supposed to be one, but I ran away from the farm when I was 16.
Farm?
Yeah, that's what they called the place where I grew up. The farm. Like Masyaf, I guess. Only not so, creepy. Just a small community in the middle of nowhere. About 30 of us living, you know, off the grid.
Why?
Thought my parents were just crazy hippies trying to stick it to the man, you know? My dad was always going on about our enemies, how they'd be looking for us, how we'd have to be prepared. No one ever came. Nothing ever happened.
Why'd you run away?
I could never leave the compound. You have any idea what it feels like being trapped in a place, knowing there was a whole world out there I'd never get to see?
Don't you miss your parents?
No. As far as I'm concerned, they weren't my parents. They were my wardens, and I was their prisoner.
It sounds like they only wanted to protect you.
With all that's happened, I don't know. I guess they were right.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dredge up the past.
It's alright. Gives me something to think about.
Try and get some sleep. We've got a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
We will.
Got a question for you before I turn in.
Sure.
How did they find me? I mean, I haven't been anywhere near another assassin for 10 years.
Use your real name?
Nope. Not before today.
Credit cards?
Cash only.
Telephone?
There's no one to call.
Driver's license?
Motorcycle. Guilty pleasure.
There's your answer. Photo, fingerprint.
This is a drug company. What does Abstergo have to do with the DMV?
Desmond, these guys are everywhere. I'm sorry, I really can't talk about it.
Okay, so she refers to it as these guys. She doesn't feel like she's part of this makeup of this company. We can talk to her in a second again, which is good. So Abstergo have got access to all sorts of information, and Desmond Miles knew how to live off-grid. He was brought up off-grid. He knew how to stay, just copied what his parents did. And to escape from them, he used those skills he learned, because he didn't want to be part of that cult, as he saw it, anymore. And he just made one little mistake. By just putting himself into the system once, he was immediately able to be found by Abstergo. And he is here because they know he has access to ancestral memories. And those ancestral memories will lead Abstergo to information they've long desired.
Aren't you tired?
I am tired. Very tired. Yeah, I'm kind of convinced it's Rome. I might be wrong, though. I'm 98% sure it's Rome that we're in. They took him from somewhere and all flew him to Rome to keep him prisoner. Yeah, he likes Lucy. She's a nurturing person, and he feels that there's a kindness in her. So he is quite able to confide information of himself to her.
Damn it, they locked the door.
So we can't go back out. What's this?
Man, I can't even change my clothes.
So there's no character customization. But I've always really liked this hoodie jacket. I think it looks cool. And a pretty awesome bathroom, really. But the camera is placed thus, where they can see what we're up to. If they're any kind of civilized corporate body, they should probably position it so they can't see us on the loo and they can't see us in the shower. Whether they do that or not is doubtful, considering we are prisoner. Okay, so Altair ibn Lahad was getting strips torn off him by Al-Mualim, telling him that he violated every single tenet of the creed in the most brutal way and led the Templars to Masyaf. Well, I kind of think they'd know where that was already. But he has got the artifact. Malik got it for him, not his golden child, Altair. And he was killed, Altair, or so he thinks. Al-Mualim has the power or the suggestive psychological skills to make it appear to Altair that he died. But, as we'll see now, he didn't. Little glimpses there of what we'll see later.
Gotta say, that's a little creepy, Doc. Waking up to you standing over me. You been watching me sleep?
We're always watching you. Now get up. We've got a lot of work to do.
Ooh, wonder who I get to kill today.
Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. Miles. If the deaths of a few people, evil people, no less, could save the lives of thousands more, well, it seems a small sacrifice.
What do you mean, almost?
They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the tumors, but fail to treat the source and, well, you're buying time at best. There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Chemo for the masses.
Education. Re-education, to be more precise. But it's not easy, and it doesn't always take.
Let me guess. You've got a better solution. What is it, then?
Now that would be telling.
So that is the first indication of the crux of what the difference between the Assassins and the Templars throughout the expanse of time that we cover in the game. So the Assassins are all about freedom, liberty, your own choices. But the Templars see that as chaos. And the antidote to chaos is order and control. Giving people what they need rather than what they want. So that is the that is the elevator pitch for the differences in their viewpoints, in their politics. So Miguel says, do you think the government knows about Templars and assassins? Now, I think they must do, because over time,
I need you to sit down on the Animus.
Political figures have had the apple, Napoleon, Washington, who else? Certain, from memory, certain like members of Parliament have known as well. So I think it is like, not the whole government knows by any means, maybe not even the top brass, but within every kind of major body of power, the Templars seem to infiltrate. Just so they can have their own way in corporate governance and things like that. We will sit down. So yes, the government as a whole doesn't know, but it has been infiltrated. So the broad sense, does the government know? No, I don't think it does.
Don't make this complicated. Sit down on the Animus and let's get started.
Because that's what we encounter here. The Saracens, I think, and the Crusaders each have their members who are loyal to the Templar Order. Yeah. But Richard the Lionheart, does he know of the Templar Order?
On the Animus, Desmond?
It's unknown.
Ready to get to work, Desmond?
Okay. So how is the audio? Is it all good? I've got opportunity to fix it here if I need to raise or lower the sound effects and things. Otherwise, we will continue. Okay. I think we should just continue. Let's go then, Lucy.
Remember to reach out for ledges should you fall while climbing.
I am alive. But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see. And then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
It's a lovely line.
Altair, what it is the assassin fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. It manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions, your rank as well. You are a novice, a child once more, as you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No. Not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
Ah, but that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
The rest is up to you, Desmond. You've been demoted. Weapon lost, sword hidden, blade is lost even. Short blade, counter kills, ability, everything's lost from us. Tackle, catch, grab, we've all got to learn it again. I'm not sure what game did this kind of mechanic that so beautifully meshes with the narrative before. But basically, it gives us a taste of being a master and then strip it all away to start again. Because that is the beauty of any game, is improvement, is incremental improvement. It's not fun unless we can earn something for doing it. And what we have to do now, because Almuin is stripped of our rank and we're back down to a novice. And that's such a beautiful line. You slept the sleep of the dead of the womb so that you could be reborn. So he wanted to give him a shock. Just say, look, fuck you, you arrogant prick. You've got so much skill, so much talent, so much natural, ancestral talent within you. But you've got this attitude that's hampering it to do good. So he needs to find this peace, which translates as stop being arrogant, stop being too overconfident, question everything, question yourself, and you need wisdom to learn what the nothing is true, everything is permitted actually means. And to be honest, I'm never sure. But we kind of work towards that at the end and in future games. So he has misinterpreted what it is to be an assassin, and Al-Mualim has put him in his place. So we've got to start again. Out there is the beautiful gardens, which we revisit a few times in this franchise. And the scholars and the guards and the books and the learnings, it's all centred here. This is the centre of who we are. And this is our first flag. And spoiler alert, I will not be focusing on collecting these. Mainly because they offer no reward. They are purely cosmetic, and so are of little value to me and to this playthrough in regards to focusing on the story of this game. So Miguel asked, do you have a base in this game like the others? Well, Masyaf is your base. You don't have a base for yourself. You don't have anywhere that you can customize or admire your trophies or your weapons or your armor. That's not a thing yet. But you do have bureaus. And bureaus are somewhere you report to. And that's what we have to do now. We report. We take our own... we do our own investigations. We do everything we used to outsource so that we just did the glory jobs. We can't do that anymore. We're a grunt now. We're no better than anyone else. So let's start building back up, building who we are at Altair.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes, yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor?
Yes. Begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
So he's not taken well to it. He's not been overwhelmed by the lesson he's been taught. He thinks it's out of order. He doesn't want to have to do all these silly things that he's done before. He's basically, he considers it learning to, being taught to walk again when he can run perfectly well. But the rest of the assassins have been well versed in why this punishment is and what they need to do to support this punishment. So, there's a traitor in the midst, someone who let in the Crusaders, Robert Saab's men. So we need to investigate what happened here. We know our part in it, but Al-Mualim wants to know the full spectrum of what went on. Okay, we're going to do a bit of eavesdropping. So, sit on a nearby bench, lock on a target, and then listen away. So the nearest bench is over there. Lock on with LT, and then eavesdrop.
I know what I saw. Musun opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Mualim.
I can't. Musun did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the weaver. He can name Masun's accomplice.
He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
Okay, so there's more than one involved in this treachery. Masun opened the gate, but he had someone from inside the castle, possibly an assassin, or someone that had access to the castle, that passing messages. So there's a team at work. And then from the basket weaver is a point of contact for any messages left. So that was an eavesdrop. This is a pickpocket. Press LT to activate the... Too close.
Please, just one. We lost everything in the attack and have no place to store our grain.
I can't right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
Okay, he's going to walk. We're going to follow. Keep in low profile. Got it. Now we can look at this, I believe. Find Masan near the cypress tree. So we're going to find Masan. Let's look. Where are these things? Here, we can view attachment. Brother, I fear our plans have been discovered, and we can no longer meet. Best you disappear before Al-Mualim's men find you. They must not learn of my betrayal, or everything we've worked for will be undone. I've left some coin for you near the dead cypress tree. Take it and head for Damascus. Lose yourself amongst the people there. When things have settled, I'll contact you. As for I cannot leave here knowing Al-Mualim continues to deny the freedom of these people. A new world is coming, one without war, without fear or pain, so I must help them any way I can. You'll probably believe me foolish, but I must remain in Masyaf. I'll be near the centre of the village, on the stage, calling out to my brothers and sisters. Maybe I can make them listen. Maybe I can make them understand. May the Father of Understanding guide you. So this is... So, speaking to Masoon, and it's brother, probably brother in Templardom rather than brother in from the same mother. So, it's what do they call them? A herald. This guy is a herald, and he's going to be shouting from the rooftops and extolling the virtues of another way, away from Al-Mualim. Okay, so that's interesting. I may not find his accomplice, but Masoon himself should be at the stage in the centre of the village. I'm certain he'll be able to tell me what I need to know. Oh, maybe I'm a bit confused there. Is that Masoon sending that letter, and the other accomplice is away, never to be found again? I cannot remember. Okay. Welcome to the stream, Swifty. Good to see you.
I see the way you look at me. Hear the thing you said. A traitor? I'm not a traitor. It's Al-Mualim who's betrayed us. You'll see. Soon, all your eyes will be opened to the truth. We stand upon the threshold between this world and a new one. A better place, where all might live as equals. But men like Al-Mualim would see this dream destroyed. I see the way you look at me. Hear the thing you
Okay, so there he is. Now, I'm still confused. Is that... Yeah, so that's Masoon. So that letter was from Masoon to another person. So we're going to interrogate Masoon.
I'm not a traitor. It's Al-Mualim who's betrayed us.
Goodness, he's really going for it, isn't he?
And more will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies.
Okay, what do we do then? Grab him? Punch him? No. Oh.
Enough.
There we go.
I yield.
Speak quickly then. I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Al-Mualim who will judge.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You stand accused of betraying our brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a chance to repent, to renounce the evil in your heart.
It is not evil in my heart, but truth. I will not repent.
Then you will die.
That's brutal. That's...
You did well, Altair.
A full sword in the body.
Right to carry a blade once more.
What will become of the one who helped him?
It remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills. their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
9 lives in exchange for mine.
A most generous offer, I think. Have you any questions?
Only where I need begin.
Very well. Ride for Damascus. Seek out the black market merchant named Tamir. Let him be the first to fall. Be sure
Sending
to visit
word.
the city's assassin bureau when you arrive. I'll dispatch a bird to inform the Rafik of your arrival. Speak with him. You'll find he has much to offer.
If you believe it best.
I do. Besides, you cannot begin your mission without his consent.
What nonsense is this? I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time.
It's the price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
So be it.
Take your equipment and go. Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
Okay, so we got our sword, but there's also a hidden blade on there. Yes, we get it back. Synchronization rank 1. Sword, right, hidden blade, up. You can practice in the courtyard. Might be worth a little practice, mightn't it, before we head to Damascus? We've been told we need to report to our superiors, which is most people now. So we've gone from a novice to rank 1, but we've still got to report, and Altair is furious about that. He wants to make decisions under his own steam. But no, he needs to investigate, he needs to present his evidence and information, and then the kill needs to be approved. And if it's not, then he's not doing his job properly. And he could really face that long sleep of the dead.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield a blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know.
Okay, deflect, hold RT. Press and hold RT to deflect attack. This is defensive stance. Okay. Press attack again as soon as your sword makes contact.
Perfect.
Okay. Press attack again as soon as you make contact.
The work of a master.
Beautiful. Let's try it again.
And that, my students, is how we all should fight.
Good to know. So I don't need to bash. Bash away. So we've got the combo kill sorted. Let's do a practice fight to see if we can do it in real life. Oh, that's what it did. Press and hold X to perform a slower but stronger attack. Okay, it looks like these guys aren't going to die. We're just practicing the moves. It's just a bit annoying. I want some kind of feedback in how it works. So we can step back. Step forward. Okay, I see now. Let's try... If they attack me, let's try and counter. Come on. No, they're not going to. Oh, there we go. Maybe I wasn't doing it quite right.
You must be busy. I understand.
That's enough. We'll do it in the field.
You will die.
Okay. I think they
You must be busy. I understand.
more become available as time goes on. Right, if we head down to the perimeter of the city, town, we get to go to Damascus. But not without a significant journey.